Alright, y'all, for another edition of Industry Current Events, we got Math Hoffa officially addressing Chinamac for what he says would be the first and the last time. He went live early on his channel, and the audio clip that I'm about to play for y'all is Math Hoffa going directly at Chinamac, addressing his situation, and so many other words. He explained how he felt that Chinamac was a hypocrite and a nosy hater. Before I get to that audio, if you like content like this, especially coming from me, go ahead and subscribe to the channel. Hit that like button so you can receive more notifications. Without further ado, check out what Math Hoffa said.
So now I'm thinking about what did troyave actually talk about that got this guy, Raymond. What is Raymond so upset about? Because I didn't see Raymond protest any other channels that he was on saying the same shit. Didn't see it. Was in nowhere. He was on Breakfast Club, right? He was on DJ Academics. He was on countless others. And I never saw him protesting. But then it made me think about the situation. I recall Mano. Shout out to Mano. Some guy walked into a store and attempted to rob Mano.
He was on Drink Champs too.
Yeah, he was on Drink Champs too. He was on Drink Champs too, right? troyave was on Drink Champs too. And I didn't see Raymond in an uproar about any of this. Shout out to Nori. Shout out to Nori. Shout out to Nori. While you was talking, this is what I was doing and hanging out on the beach, right? So I didn't see Raymond go crazy about none of that. None of that. There was no protest. Oh, Nori's from the hood. He should, you know what I mean? DJ Envy is part of hip hop culture. He should know better than that. I didn't see none of that. None of that.
He literally said the same thing.
But getting back to this Mano thing, some guy walked in the store one day and attempted to rob Mano. Shout out to Mano. Brooklyn. You just gotta love the heart. You just gotta love the heart. You know what I'm saying? So Mano, knowing Brooklyn Kung Fu, or whatever art he used against this guy, disarms him, wounds him, and sticks around. Police come, there's witnesses, they break down the situation. This is what happened, That man gets taken. I'm sure they took him to the hospital first. And then he went to jail. I didn't see Chinamac in an uproar about any of that. I didn't see it. When this was talked about on numerous occasions, I didn't see him talking. It took me back to situations that I was in, where someone wanted to shoot my cousin, and I disarmed him, and I did him pretty dirty. In my mind, I felt like I had to run from that scene. But in reality, I didn't have to run from that scene. I could have stood right there over his bleeding skull and just told the cops what happened. Self-defense, right? But I digress, because in this particular situation, there's a lot of people who don't like troyave. They may favor the other person involved or whatever. But there was nothing said on my show that could lead to someone's incarceration. It's not even admissible, right? Why is this guy so mad? Why is he telling me I'm supposed to be a street nigga and I'm supposed to this and I'm supposed to that? Then I think about who's the person saying this? What's his claim to fame? This is somebody who went to jail because he He didn't appreciate how another rapper was representing Asians, and he got into a situation, unfortunately, led to someone being hurt and him doing jail time. And I thought, oh, this is a nigga that don't know how to mind his business. This is a nigga that just don't know how to mind his business. And he's taking aim at me when, I get messages every day from people saying, Hoffa, I love the growth. I love to see where you at. I love to see how you changed. I love that. That's where I'm leading people. Like, yeah, I was down with all that. I was down with all that. But this is what I'm doing now. Taking care of my family. The people who projected onto me or who I was supposed to be, I ignored and I kept it going. And I found a way to change everything around. Now the family members who told me for years, I need to get a job. I need to get out the streets. I need to forget about this rap shit. I need to stop being involved with this and this and that. I could send them on vacations. Beautiful places. Beautiful places. Places they would have never seen on their own. I can take care of their problems financially. And I'm looked at as a leader. I'm looked at as a leader, not only to the people who work for me, but towards my family. I'm looked at as a leader. That is my position. I got kids. Now, Raymond doesn't have children. I don't know why. I know that women in my life, they chose to carry my children. I don't know if women saw it fit to have any of his, but I gotta set an example. Now, what I want my kids believing in some street culture that didn't do anything for them. Not really. That's not good leadership. It's not good leadership. Even if you're a part of it, you don't make it public. You don't make it public. Right? But then this is somebody who got 44 people arrested in one night. You know what I mean? I think you gotta add that to Raymond's resume. This is a nigga that got 44 niggas locked up under his leadership. Video shooter, whatever, you're supposed to be able to, control your situation. Now I'm over here controlling my situation. Why does this guy feel like he needed to just jump out here and voice publicly how he felt about me and who I'm supposed to be to him? The Citizen app guy. The Citizen app guy. You know what I mean? The Citizen app guy is telling me I'm supposed to be a street nigga. Why? Some weird stereotype you got in your brain that you trying to project on me? Why? Now, I get that you like to uphold stereotypes. I mean, you got a whole show called Mac Eats. And in our culture, this is not coming from me. But we kind of already think that, some Asian people eat some weird shit. And you got a whole show eating weird shit. You know what I mean? Like, this is your thing. Like, you keep stereotypes, like, going and shit. But who are you, this guy that was marching in the streets and begging people to stop crime on your people, to tell me that I can't allow another man from my community to speak his piece? Who are you? Who do you think you are? Now the new thing is, he's calling me Vlad Hoffa. Ain't Vlad your man? So you're using that as like an insult? You're using your man, whose channel that you're frequently on, who in reality, people really put that stigma on him. I don't necessarily agree with it because I feel like if you talking and there's a camera on, you just got to know what to say. You know what I mean? I'm not going to set you up. Sometimes conversations get so comfortable that you forget the camera's running. But, you know, I've taken shit out of videos and like, nah, we don't need to go there. This don't need to be in there. But you're always on Vlad. And you don't hold nothing against Vlad like most people in these comments would. But you're using his name as an insult towards me. Aside from his issues with the minister, shout out to both of them. I hope that at some point y'all can settle that. Aside from Vlad's issues with the minister, Vlad feeds a lot of people and he's a successful businessman. So should I take that as an insult? Am I supposed to? You seem confused, Raymond. You seem confused. You don't know who you're supposed to be. You know what I mean? You're on a camera talking about upholding street culture. What are you, stupid? Worry about the 44 people you got locked up under your leadership. Worry about that. Don't worry about me. Don't worry about what I'm doing. I know there's a big target on my back because I'm experiencing a high level of success now. But don't worry about me, bro.
As a New Yorker, I just want to say right now how proud I am of the brother Math Hoffa. He sounds so wise now. He sounds so mature now. He sounds like someone who knows where he's going, knows what he wants to be, knows what he wants to do. He sounds like somebody who is very focused and he has a vision and he's enjoying the fruits of his labor. And I want to say, especially with Math Hoffa being a nigga from Brooklyn, a positive nigga from Brooklyn, you don't see that every day. You don't. You don't. And I want to say salute to Math Hoffa, salute to the Math Hoffa channel, his podcast. I am a fan of Chinamac's, I guess, personality. I feel like his music was decent, but I like people who, you know, could give good melodies and they say witty things, and Chinamac is just not that kind of rapper. I like his personality, but I disagree with his opinion on Math Hoffa. Because his opinion on Math Hoffa basically keeps him in a box, and it keeps him as the same negative Brooklyn dude who he used to be, who he went out of his way to change and become something else or something better, so he could do what he says, which is take care of his kids, take care of his family. And I respect every single thing Math Hoffa has said in this clip, where he speaks on just wanting to progress and wanting to spread his wings and be a real journalist and ask people the questions that a normal journalist would ask someone who they're interviewing. And with him being in the media now, and with him being a journalist, whether he's from the streets or not, he has the right to ask certain questions. Once you become a journalist and he has his own IP and he's running a business based off of having conversations with people and asking certain questions to keep it entertaining, he has the right to ask Troy Ave whatever kind of question he wants to ask Troy Ave. He wasn't asking Troy Ave and getting any answers from Troy Ave that Troy Ave wasn't already speaking about publicly on other platforms over the past 5 years. He didn't give no different answer that could incriminate him or anyone else that he hadn't already been giving out for the past 5 years, ever since the shooting at the venue happened. Math Hoffa has done nothing wrong. And I like how Math Hoffa is also going out of his way to say, hey, listen, you're a guest here in this culture. Whether you grew up with us or not, You're a guest here in this culture. You were invited to the cookout. This wasn't your cookout. And he explains how in this culture, I'm somebody who has become something different, something better. I have a right to be something different, and you have no right to tell me to uphold the street code that keeps my own people from becoming the type of person who I am now. And I respect that 100%. And like I said, the growth of this man. This man seems like he's not shaken at all by anything anyone had to say as far as him and that troyave conversation. And I respect the fact that he's standing on that business. He's standing on his own 10 toes as a man, and he's saying, hey, listen, I asked what I asked. I said what I said. I didn't get him to incriminate nobody. Don't tell me I need to uphold the street code. I'm not in the streets no more. You gotta stop. I hate it when people feel like black men have to remain in the same negative box in this facade of being a damn gangster. Everyone has to be a gangster all the time. Everyone has to abide by the same ghetto myths, same ghetto rules that keep people down at the bottom in the first place. And I admire the fact that Math Hoffa has decided to let his nuts hang and dare to be something different, dare to be something better. I think with Chinamac is figuring out what he's going to be doing and what his niche is going to be as far as making content on the internet. And part of that, he's clout chasing a little bit, you know, going out of his way to call out Math Hoffa. Deep down, he know Math Hoffa ain't really do nothing wrong. He ain't really break no quote unquote codes or what have you. Because at the end of the day, the streets is trash. Everybody broke. Everybody's a hater. Don't nobody trust each other. Everybody stealing from each other. Everybody killing from each other. Man, all that is nonsense, man. Let's cut the malarkey and let's all move on and be something better. Let's all be better men than we were yesterday. So shout out to Math Hoffa. Hopefully over time they can work it out and we end up seeing Chinamac and Math Hoffa do guest appearances on each other's platforms. Like, share, comment, subscribe. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section. Peace.